Hello everybody, Smith here. Welcome back to some more BD Armory today. Today's video is a bit of a follow-up to one I did a little while ago where I went around trying to destroy the KSC and didn't do much destroying of the KSC until I got the nuclear weapons out. As I mentioned in that video, in later versions of KSP, the Kerbal Space Center has been toughened up a lot, at least by default. That's something we'll come on to in a second. In the background, you can see me flying around on my A-10 trying to blow stuff up. But I mean, the GAU-8 does absolutely nothing. Even the radar dishes at the tracking station. I mean, one of them just used to take a burst from a GAU-8 and explode, but here I have to pump the best part of my armament of 12 Hellfires and 6 Mavericks into it before it actually finally gives way. So is there any hope for those of us who want to take up a reasonably armed plane and sow widespread destruction? Well, possibly. In the last video I got a lot of comments, telling me about the building impact damage multiplier, which you can, I think it's set to 0.05 by default, but you can change that in your game settings. I'll show you how on screen now. And yeah, that does seem to make a difference. The setting only goes up to 1, kind of disappointingly, but I did another run with my A-10 on one of the radar dishes, and this time it took 12 Hellfires and 2 Mavericks, which, given the relative power of those 2 missiles, is a pretty substantial reduction in the amount of damage required. I was also informed that at this setting the AGM-86 cruise missiles did a hell of a lot of damage, so I did a test, and yeah, just a bit. But is there anything else we can do to make stuff even easier? And does any of the stuff I tried last time which didn't work actually work now? So what other little tricks do we have up our sleeves? Well, we're here back on the runway again with our A-10, and if we go into the BD Armory options window, we can go to General Slider Settings, Damage Multiplier. Now this, I think, is percent because by default it's on 100, so if we crank that right up, 1,000, so 10 times the standard damage. I'm just going to do a bit of a calibration run. I'm going to take the A-10 up again and see what it takes to bring down one of those radar dishes. So yeah, I'll take off and all that jazz, and I'll see you again in a second. I have actually done some more messing about with this. Normally this would take 3 Mavericks to bring one of these down. I'm going to try it with 2 to see what that does here. Just going to wait to get ourselves a little bit closer just so we can see what happens. Yep, that looks good. 1 away, 2 away. Is this enough? Yeah. In fact, I think we're going to come round, target another one, and see if one will do the trick. Okay, approaching the target. A single Maverick. That should do it. I mean, the targeting should do it. I don't know if the one Maverick will actually do it. Here's hoping. And yes! Okay, one last test. I want to see what happens with the Hellfires. I had to go and relaunch the the A-10 because of a minor piloting error led to an aircraft ground interface. And there's an air show going on in the background, Sodding Bournemouth air show. I hope the noise doesn't disturb you. But anyway, yes, we are coming in on this little radar dish here. I think we're about the right range. Ripple at about 250. How many was that? That was 7. So that should do it. That did not do it. Huh. That did not do it at all, and I need to power up, otherwise, yeah. The same thing's going to happen again. Let's take these flaps off. Now the Hellfires, in terms of TNT mass, it's 7 and a tiny bit Hellfires to 1 Maverick, so I would have expected 12 of them to take down one of the radar dishes, which leads me to suspect that there's, you know, some slightly more complicated mathematics going on when it comes to building damage, which, yeah, it's going to be a real pain in the arse to figure out, but let's see what we can do. With the limited testing I've done with these settings, I have been really, really disappointed in the performance of the GAU-8. So we are going to wheel out one of my favourite inventions from the last video, which I was really disappointed it didn't actually manage to destroy anything, the Destructinator. 16 GAU-8s that I've just thrown together some structure and stuck them on. Yeah. One thing I've done for this, the next trick in our book, is a little bit of save file editing, because remember I said that the building impact damage multiplier only goes up to 1. Well, that's not quite true if you go in and actually edit the save file. I'm not messing about here. I put this up to 10,000. Really hoping to see a result. Yeah, if anyone's wondering how you do that, go into your save file, advanced params, building impact damage mult, just do that, save it, load it, and you're good. In fact, yeah, now you just touch anything in the KSC and it should fall apart. Let's just drop this from a tiny, tiny height. A bit higher. Bit higher. Yeah. A slight nudge and yeah, just explosions everywhere. Let me set this back up again. Okay, that's better. So what I'm wondering is, do we now have enough in this thing to damage what used to be another... Oh, no, nuts. What used to be another building that was very, very easy to take down. That's one of these little fuel tanks. Again, it was another thing that you just really needed one pass. I'm going to place the vessel. Hope this doesn't destroy anything. Okay, we're good. And we're going to need to angle this up a bit. Yeah, this one run, one pass for the GAU-8 used to just destroy these fuel tanks outright. How are we doing? Oh, that looks good. Now with 16 of them and the settings turned right up, the building damage impact turned right up, does this do anything? It doesn't look like it, and to add insult to injury, the GAU-8 sound doesn't appear to be working. Why even bother having BD Armory if the GAU-8 sound doesn't work? Okay, 2 full blasts, my frame rate is not happy. As it wouldn't be with 16 GAU-8s going, pumping just immense amounts of 30mm lead into this fuel tank. That really is just not doing anything at all, is it? Yeah, something really has changed in the way building damage is calculated. Someone please mod this so we get back to the old phase. Because they were a lot of fun. Okay, I don't think we're going to have any much luck here. Let's move on. One of the other things I did in the last video was to take out one of my Hawk mods, my attack helicopter. We can get rid of us on moving now. And just launch a sustained rocket attack on the VAB and see if I could actually get it down just by that, because the rockets are affected by the sort of the BD Armory infinite ammo cheat. So yeah, I'm just going to basically redo that. And we're going to see if we can actually get this thing down this time. So, yeah. Let's get the timer up and see how long this takes me. Oh my god, that was not long at all. Huh, so, while the GAU-8s don't seem to be affected by the building damage multiplier, or at least not enough... It seems, yeah, you can really wreak some havoc with just the rockets. Oh, this is glorious. Oh, and we can't forget the spaceplane hangar. Kind of the other major building. Come around. Oh my god, this thing is not easy to do. So aerobatics in. Right, okay. For some reason, the targeting reticules have completely bugged out and now decide to behave themselves. Okay. Well, I'm feeling happier now. Let's see what else we have. Okay, this wasn't something I was originally planning to do, but I've had a thought, a phrase that will strike terror into the hearts of anybody who knows me. I've upped this sort of the building impact damage multiplier. I wonder if weapons which sort of do rely on a bit of impact for the damage actually still do the job. Let's take a look at my little tank with its M1 Abrams cannon. What should we do first? I suppose that fuel tank will be a fitting first test. Oh god. Okay, that does the job. Right. What about a bigger building? What about the spaceplane hangar? This one didn't do it. Maybe a couple. Yeah, that did it. Okay. Oh, that's glorious. That is beautiful. Sigmund Freud would have a field day with me. Yay! Let's go for the VAB. Okay, nice. I mean, I've got a plane that's armed with howitzers in my files. I'm not going to do that today, but yeah, I could just quite happily fly about destroying the KSC with that, by the looks of things. Okay. Okay, I'm gutted that the Gawaits don't work at all. Let's take a look at you. Yeah. Gutted that the Gawaits don't do the damage they used to, but we have options. I mean, we really have options. That didn't do anything. Come on. Come on. There we go. Right, I could probably spend quite a while doing this. Yeah, let's look at something else. I think to finish off with, there's only really one thing we can do here, and that's to whip out the old Ionisberg, my sort of B-52-esque craft, and, yeah, just start cruise missiling things. One for you, one for you, one for you, one for you. I went and got some GPS targets just before I took off with this thing. And one for you. So, yeah. Hopefully those will drop down on the KSC and we won't be too far behind to see the damage. I'm wondering, with the impact damage multiplier turned up as it is, you know, just how... Oh, some of them haven't actually... I don't think some of them have gone. Huh. Right, I think that's mostly... That is surprising. That also leaves me more questions about some of the way the damage is calculated. Where's some of my stuff from the... Yeah, that one could do with some more. I wonder if you can just dumbfire these missiles. I wonder if you can just dumbfire cruise missiles. Let's give it a go. Yep, looks like you can. That hasn't done a lot of damage. Yeah, a few buildings taken up, but not many. Huh. So, damaging the KSC is no longer a guaranteed thing, but pick your weapons carefully and, yeah, you can still have a bit of fun with it. Oh, someone please adjust some mod somewhere that allows the Gawait to work again. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Anyway, yes, that will be all for today. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please consider liking, subscribing, following me on Twitter, possibly getting involved with the Discord. Great KSP and BD Armory community on there, and more besides. All those links in the description, as are links to the PayPal and the Patreon. You too can get your own little patron Kerbal, like Josh and I on Kerman here, as well as access to the patron-only Discord, your name at the end of videos, that sort of stuff. Yes, I will be back soon with some more BD Armory, but until then, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you next time.